Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? It is 3:29 p.m. Mountain Time on Thursday, September 23rd. You may not be able to see me because my camo shirt that I have on. Sorry, I'm terrible at bad jokes and dad jokes. But want to get into something really, really important because this could potentially set up your whole strategy for the next 90 days. We're going to talk about my top 5 altcoins that I like right now, and we're going to talk about ecosystems, where to go, what to look for, and what type of coins to get into. So if you like that, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it greatly. I think this is going to be one of the better videos that I've done lately on where all the money is moving, what to look into, and what type of coins you should get into or should be looking to get into. And I think you'll be surprised at one of them that is in my top 5 right now. So before I get into it, always have to mention, none of this is to be considered financial advice. Everything in this video is for informational, educational purposes only. I'm just a trader, not a financial advisor, but I do have my opinions and I do want to share them, and I do want to get into this as quickly as possible and get this out there because I think it's going to be a big weekend. So let's get into it. First off, as always, we want to look at the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin dominance, the altcoin market cap, and we want to ask ourselves, where is the money at? Is there money to be made in altcoins? Is there money to be made in Bitcoin? And the answer is yes. So in all those areas, the question is, how much do you want to risk? How much do you want to make? Do you want to play it on the safer side? Do you want to play it on the riskier side? So Bitcoin is going to be one of the safer ones. It's going to be the least volatile of all of them, although it's going to be very volatile. As you've seen, we could take like a $5,000 drop in a matter of 20 minutes. However, altcoins will take a 50% drop or 40% drop in that same time frame when Bitcoin drops. So always got to remember that. Bitcoin, the only thing I've updated on this chart is this new trend line, which it looks like the price is going to come up and meet the 200-day moving average and this trend line. We'll see how it reacts when it gets there. Next, on the altcoin market cap, you're looking and you're saying, well, it looks exactly the same, right? Almost exactly the same when you look at these two charts, right? The only difference is we're above the 200 and above the 50-day moving average, where Bitcoin we're below both of those. And it's not all about the total altcoin market. It's about being in the right ones. And we're going to talk about which ones are the right ones when I get into my top 5. So we look at the Bitcoin dominance, and you have a couple different ways you could draw this line. You could draw this trend line from here, or you could draw it to the top of here, and you could say, okay, we're going to the peaks. We're drawing it from the peaks, but this almost looks like a fake breakout, and it sold back down below it. So we're just going to leave it right there for now. And you can see that Bitcoin's teetering on this breakout, and we'll see how that plays out over the coming days. So is it altcoin season? Because Bitcoin dominance is up and technically breaking out, whichever way you draw your trend line, right? So we're still above it, but teetering, and here we're clearly above it. So is it altcoin season? Well, let's look at a new webpage that I found, blockchaincenter.net. Altcoin season index. We're moving closer to altcoin season. So how is that defined? Well, here's altcoin season, and here's this line. We were above it. We went to Bitcoin season. Now we're in the middle, right? Bitcoin season is below this line. So what is altcoin season, right? If 75% of the top 50 coins perform better than Bitcoin over the last season, 90 days, it is altcoin season. Are we in the altcoin season now? No, but look how close we are, and we've been rising up. So something to watch. Some of the bigger gainers are Axie Infinity, 1,841% in 90 days. Unreal. Then you get into all these layer ones, AVAX, Luna, Phantom, Arweave, Solana, Cosmos, and then you get into like Elrond Gold, which been averaging a position into, and it's turned out pretty good. Algorand, Phantom, or I'm sorry, that's FTX exchange token. And then down here, Dot and Kusama, which I'll also get into later. Altcoin month is just the same thing over the last 30 days, and altcoin year is the same thing over the last year. Still not altcoin year. So, but good thing to go by. It's blockchaincenter.net/altcoin-season-index/. Good thing to watch. Basically, just the home page right here, or this main page right here, is pretty simple to look at, and it's easy enough. Let's look at this. Some people are going to hate me for this. I'm not bashing Ethereum, but in this Medium article, not a Medium article, insights.sentiment.net, there's this article, and just looking at the network growth, right, you see that Ethereum network growth has been stagnant. Why? One reason, gas fees. So where's everybody going? They're going to those other layer ones, Avalanche, Phantom, Cosmos. What was the other one that I had mentioned? Solana. So that's where everybody's going because nobody wants to pay the gas fees. The gas fees are so expensive, and now all these projects are moving over to that. Not moving over, but more projects are building, and these layer ones are growing more than Ethereum is growing. Don't hate me for this. I'm just going by the sentiment chart and this growth of the ecosystem chart. So growth is stagnant. So what are the ones that are growing? Solana, Avalanche, Phantom, Atom. So what's one thing you could do is you can go to the different ecosystems on CoinGecko. This is one that I do find easier to go through on CoinGecko. You can just go to categories from the homepage, and we go to something like Solana ecosystem right here. The one thing that I like is the decentralized exchanges. If the ecosystem grows, the main decentralized exchange is going to be the one used, and it's going to be using that ecosystem, Solana's token, to settle transactions. So what is the main DEX for Solana? Is Radium, right? So you don't have to buy into these the way my strategy is going to buy into these decentralized exchanges, but that's the biggest no-brainer, I think. And there'll be the fact that Radium 3 months ago was at $4, I believe. Let's see, $4, $2.66 in July. So already a 500% gainer. The other one, right? You can go to Phantom ecosystem. You can go to which Polygon ecosystem, which I like. Where is it? Quick Swap, even though it hasn't performed great lately, this 400 level has been holding up. And look at that. Market cap of 142 million compared to Phantom, which is the ecosystem, Polygon of 8 billion. Chainlink is not part of the ecosystem. Chainlink is just a part of everything. The graph is a part of everything. They're going to be on all of those. Chainlink just connects data from the outside world and brings it in, and it connects everything. That's essentially what it does. So not really a part of the ecosystem. But 8 billion compared to 100 and whatever million. So where do you think your money is going to grow more? Higher risk, yes. But if the Polygon ecosystem is used more, then you want to be in the decentralized exchanges, I believe. So I feel that it's really important to look into the layer ones. And what I'm about to get into in a second, the parachains, Kusama, and mainly Polkadot. Now, this is another one. You can go to the homepage on CoinGecko, go to categories, and you can go to the Polkadot ecosystem. All right. Now, some people may love me again for this one. People who hated me for mentioning Ethereum's stagnant growth on their ecosystem are going to love me for this Polkadot and what I think is going to be very, very, very large-scale growth. Why? Because Gavin Woods, I can't remember if there's an S on the end, the creator of Polkadot, and I believe Kusama as well. I know he's a part of Kusama, but they're both based on parachain technology. Announced that parachains on Polkadot will be launching, and it will be within days. So any day now, they can announce parachain launch. So what's going to happen is people are going to buy Polkadot because they are going to stake Polkadot in these particular projects that are competing for a parachain. So you need Polkadot coins or tokens or whatever you want to call them to do that. Now, as mentioned before, it works the same way as Kusama, where when you stake them with these different projects, there will be a website for it. When you stake them with these particular projects, and that project ends up winning a parachain, your stake is locked for 48 weeks, so is theirs, and then you get a reward of their token. Whatever project wins that you're staked in, you get that token as a reward at no cost. So these coins of Polkadot and these coins of Kusama, for that matter, which I think Kusama is a good buy as well, love Kusama, but mainly Polkadot because they're coming up on their parachain launch now, they're going to get locked up. The circulation, the supply is going to get locked up out of circulation for 48 weeks every time one of these projects wins an auction for a parachain. So really, really like Polkadot. I think October is going to be a big month for them. And that is my number 3. So I'm out of order there. So my number 3. So the other one that I like, if you go to the ecosystem, very, very, very low market cap, right, is Pedex, just like I mentioned before. $58 million market cap, Pedex. Coin market cap is better for finding the exchanges where you could buy it, although it is listed on KuCoin. Really, really, really think Pedex can be big, right? Very, very low market cap right now, $20. This may be a better opportunity than buying actual Polkadot, just like the same way that I said that Radium might be a better idea than buying Solana, or QuickSwap might be a better investment than buying Matic, Polygon. So looking into those, I always look for the dexes of the ecosystems that are growing. But you could see that, the stagnant growth of Ethereum, with the price coming down a little bit, I still like Ethereum, don't get me wrong, I still like Ethereum, and then you get into look at the price growth of Solana, and Solana is just one example. From August, price of $37 to a high of $216, and then you go to Phantom, which I think is even a bigger gainer than that's FTX, which in August was 24 cents to a high of $1.94. So you could see quite different. So let's get into my top 5 altcoins. Okay, I'm gonna get a little off track with this first one. YFDI. You've heard me talk about it many times in the past. Really like YFDI. Very low market cap, about a $4 or $5 million market cap. Did have a recent surge. I think there was a pump group on it, but you could see that from this point where people were accumulating, in the $750 area all the way up to the $1,000 area, this is about where the holders are holding now, because you can see this is where the traders or flippers sold out down to this $1,000 area, and now we're kind of moving sideways and getting tighter and tighter, and I'm expecting it to break to the upside. YFDI, the one reason I like YFDI is because they are active, and even though they're a very small market cap, right, it's not about the price, it's about the market cap. It was $7,200 back in April or May, but they are a DeFi project, and they offer 72% staking. Now that 72% staking is in the form of YFDI rewards, so you get YFDI tokens, and pretty soon that's going to switch. So why is that a good thing, right? It's switching from YFDI to SSGT, Safe Swap Governance Token, for their Safe Swap DEX. So what I used to do back then is I'd get my 6% a month, which is 72% a year, and I'd sell it just as income, just kind of, okay, I'm winning regardless, and you could reinvest it if you want, but now that won't be available. If I want to do that, I'll have to sell SSGT, which may not be so great for SSGT, but also being launched is SSGT farming on the Polygon network, and YFDI is now available on QuickSwap. They're launching lending and borrowing, and they are launching their Safe Swap decentralized exchange. So a lot of things to look forward to. Low market cap, could move really easily. Next one, which I clicked off of, is Umbrella Network. I've been talking about this one for a while, and it's performed horribly in the past since its IDO, which was right before the crash of Bitcoin, before Elon Musk mentioned that Tesla's no longer accepting Bitcoin because of the energy usage for Tesla. But, accumulating around this 25-cent area, as low as 21 cents, and finally we get a pop. There was an announcement today. Don't remember what it was. It was some kind of partnership, and this is an oracle similar to Chainlink. I think it could have a lot of growth if they keep fulfilling what they're discussing fulfilling. And you can go to their website and check all that out. Just go to their coin on CoinGecko. But nice pop here, nice high volume, running into resistance from back in May. If we break through that, which it looks like it probably will, you never know, but it probably will. High volume running into it, then it looks like we'll move up to that 60, 70 cent, maybe even the 85 cent area. And yes, that is how microcaps can work. And this is a microcap. Also the riskiest, so YFDI and Umbrella Network, two of the riskier ones that I'll mention today. So again, as I always mention, 5% of your overall portfolio spread out again across all your microcaps, maybe 10% if you're more risk tolerant. So something to consider. Polkadot, that's my number 3. I mentioned before that parachains will be launching and why that's important and what that'll do to the supply, and then trickling down into their ecosystem. Mentioned Pedex being a potentially one to look into. Not going to say buy it or don't buy it, but you can see that with these kind of bottom ends of the channels, we move back up into the higher part of the channel, and hopefully we hold above that. But nice, well, 2.82% gain today, but look at that candle yesterday, breaking the previous day's high. So we'll look for more continuation out of that. Only a couple hours left in the daily candle. Maybe we could break that volume, but definitely expecting big things out of Polkadot for reasons mentioned before. Next, mentioned Pedex. Mentioned Pedex. It's not one of my top ones, but it's definitely something I feel that we should be looking into. I'm definitely looking into. Definitely started this uptrend here, as you can see, and holding up above the 50-day moving average. Similar looking chart and candle wise to Polkadot, but this is my number 2. And wow, 58 cents. Holy cow. A lot has changed since I started this video. So I've been talking about this a lot. Coty. I can never say it right. It's either Cody or Coty. I say Coty, I pronounce the T, but definitely, wow, what a monster. Been buying my way down, all the way down to mid, I buy under 30 cents. So my average is around 35 cents. So looking phenomenal right now. Huge volume, breaking past this pivot point right here of 45.35, breaking out of previous local high resistance of 49 cents. We're by a lot, 59. So why is this running? So the Cardano Summit is this weekend, the 25th and the 26th. There's supposed to be an announcement. I don't think a lot of people know about it. Seems like they're finding out about it now. It's been whispers between YouTubers and stuff like that, people who get the first information. Anyways, I watch a lot of YouTubers for those reasons on altcoins, what to look into, things like that. This one was Crypto Banter, so shout out to them. Great job crushing it on Cody. And so what they're supposed to announce something, and what I feel that it is, what has been mentioned, what I've heard, is that the stable coin for Cardano the transactions are going to be settled in Coti. So something to that nature, something regarding the stable coins, whether the actual stable coin has something to do with Coti or whether it's the transactions are settled with Coti. Could be a really, really, really big deal. As you know, Cardano has a really, really big community, and that is my... I'm sorry, Coti's my number 1. YFDI, Umbrella, Polkadot, Pokedex, Coti, and Cardano. Wow, did I screw that up, my top 5. But anyways, you get the point. YFDI, Umbrella, Polkadot, Pokedex, Coti, and Cardano is the... what do you call it? The consolation prize. I wouldn't call it that because it's a phenomenal project. But it's not my top 5, but I do think it's a good buy area. I'm going to talk about a couple things too, similar to what I've mentioned previously in the video. But Cardano, yes, Cardano. I sold all my Cardano. Did pretty well selling it. Not going to lie, I sold it near the top. That doesn't happen too often, and it don't always look to be perfect on things, but I ended up being pretty close to that on this. Started buying under 220. I just think that this is a really good spot to be buying, and if we drop a little lower, I'd load up some more. We're in this downtrend, and we want to break this trend line. And why did I sell? Number one is that we had smart contracts, and that was the big hype. That was the big anticipation. What happened? Smart contracts. The smart contract upgrade happened with the fork in the Cardano network, in the Cardano blockchain. So that happened. The catalyst was over. So I said, okay, well, what's there to look forward to? Nothing really. Well, there's a little bit to look forward to because we have the Cardano Summit, which is the 25th and 26th, which is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. and looking for something to happen there. If not, then I think that $2 area is still a good buy zone, good accumulation zone. I expect big things out of Cardano, especially because what we showed before is Ethereum kind of stagnant. We'll watch for more things out of Ethereum. I do like Ethereum, and again, don't hate me, but it's shown that there's movement happening towards projects wanting to be on different ecosystems that are faster and don't have the gas fees. So that's Ethereum's biggest holdup is their gas fees. So getting into that, you want to watch for the Cardano dexes. So the best Cardano dex, one of these will 100x. This article, I mean, maybe not. So 5 of them you want to watch out for. Sunday Swap, I'm just going to name them. Feel free to look into them. Ergo Dex, none of these are launched yet. Ergo Dex, ADEX, 2 more, Ocam.fi, and Cardex. So Cardex, that makes sense. Cardano DEX. DEX go live in Q3 of 2021. Maybe they're out now. I don't think so, but I don't think any of these are out. They may be, but definitely, again, these layer 1s, looking into the decentralized exchanges for these layer 1s. So I know I got a little bit screwed up on my top 5. Pokedex is one that I really do like. Coty, especially short term. Man, I'm sorry. I mean, I've been talking about it for over a week now in the Stock Market Mentor Forum. But I initially started accumulating when we had this breakout here. We failed here, and that caught my attention, and then we broke out, and then we even broke out from those levels. Maybe it was that right there, because I did start buying around 34, 35 area. So, and then I did get a buy at 29 cents, so that was great. But that brought my average down nicely. Anyways, that's the one I'm looking forward to this weekend. I don't know if it'll be a sell the news. If we get a exponential rise, like in the next few days, then I'd imagine that news would sell. The higher up it goes, the more chance of that there is. So anyways, YFDI, Umbrella Network, Polkadot, Pokedex, and Coty, and it's a good time to start accumulating Cardano, in my opinion. So definitely watching those layer 1s. Some other ones to watch for are Solana, Phantom, Avalanche just hit new highs today. So that's one to watch. I can never recommend buying when something's gone up that much. Could it keep going? Yeah. I don't know. And then definitely want to watch the Parachains, Polkadot, and Kusama. So that's it for today. Hopefully that helped. I've been probably studying and researching more this week than I have all summer, probably since May. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Hopefully this gave you some ideas of things to look into, how to look into those ecosystems and those layer 1s. So please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it greatly. Other than that, I'm going to be out of town, so I probably won't do another video until at least Monday or Tuesday. But always be watching the Bitcoin futures for the CME futures gap, and that's all all the information I can give right now. I feel like that's a lot, but please, again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and until next time, I'll see ya. Have a great weekend. Bye.